Sorry, I'm back. I am back. Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome back, loves. Welcome to Queen Cancer Tarot channel, everyone. And my name is Catherine. I'm here to bring you clarity, guidance, and love messages. And I have a beautiful you versus them collective reading for Cancer. And I was going to do Sagittarius and finish it out, but I decided to stop something. Obviously, said, listen, you've got this energy out. You might as well get it out the way. I have you versus them. This is Cancer's energy, your person's energy. This could also be flipped, so take it how it resonates. Okay, I'm just going to read each person's energy um, and be as general and specific as possible and as detailed as possible for each person. All right, so take it however it resonates. For those of you who are new to the channel, welcome everybody. I have two other channels, She Reads Tarot and Tarot Talk Live. Please go check out both channels. There are good things for everybody on both channels. Please go and check them both out. Tarot Talk Live is not just specific to tarot, FYI. Don't want to do a spoiler alert, but I want y'all to go and check it out. All right, all of my information is below. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, the link to my website is below. All right, and also, you guys, if you are if you would like to join the channel membership, please make sure to do that. It is $4.99 a month. You can start and stop at any time. You get all of the extendeds for free access to a free one question reading every single month. Okay, just for being a member all throughout the time of membership, of course. And access to the membership only or the members only readings and members first readings. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and start. I'm going to go ahead and go over the oracle messages that I pulled for you. So we'll start with this person's energy. All right. Starting from the bottom and then I'll go to the top. Okay. So, first card out, you know better than they do. You know better than they do. You know better than they do. Okay. You know better than they do. So there's an energy of you have a greater responsibility than just these, you know, people that we're talking about, okay, on the other end, whether it's a person, okay, an organization, establishment, the community, a group of people, whatever the case. There's an energy of you have more insight, you have more information, more knowledge, okay? You're more consciously aware of certain things than these specifics over here, all right? So there's the energy of you have a greater cross to bear than they do. Okay. And because you know more, you have more responsibility, right? So let's keep going. We have you will not see this coming, and this is in the reverse. Very much so when you're talking about a Cancer. Very intuitive energy. You have gifts, the gifts of discernment, the gifts of seeing, the gifts of dreaming dreams, the gifts of, you know, having that psychic intuition, that knowledge from the divine. Okay. And because you know better than they do, because you have this insight, you have a responsibility to let the people know. So maybe you're a tarot reader, maybe you are a spiritually gifted person, maybe you have dreams and you see things, maybe you get psychic uh, information and messages, okay, or you're intuitively led to let people know things as you come to know these things. So there's that. You have a responsibility of letting these people know, or of knowing more than the average person. Therefore, it sets you in a different position, right? Ooh, we have evil eye here. Okay. So just as I said, because you are in this position, it sets you pretty much in a different position, or sets you in this position. That also comes with the weight of having haters. Okay. Having people that are giving you the stink eye, you know, um, and you have the intuition of knowing that this is happening as well. Okay. Knowing that there are going to be haters is at a better position than finding out that you have haters for the first time. Okay. Expecting that the haters are already there, set up and waiting, is a better position to be in than to feel like you're blindsided by haters along the way. Okay. In my profession, expect the haters, baby. They will come. Okay. Because they're coming to say that you're not what you say you are. Okay. They're coming to give some sort of slight or doubt as to your gifts or your abilities. And everybody has their own gifts and their abilities. And I will never slight anybody's gifts or abilities. That's why I give all credit where credit is due. I have, specific readers that I will, definitely encourage and motivate and put out there. Okay. And I have some that I just, kind of know of and here in passing, but I'm not going to recommend them because I mean, I don't know them like that. Right? I'm not sure. I don't really listen to them at that level. So to really know. Okay. But some I can really get a good, clear energy of who, and I'm like, okay, that's a good reader to recommend, someone to listen to, you know, or I wouldn't mind sharing a particular reading. Okay. So expect the haters, baby. Expect the haters. They have more than we do. They have more than we do. You know what I'm saying? The haters physically, they may physically have more than we do. What do they have more of is the question. Okay? What do they have more of is the question. So we know better. Okay? We see things before they do. Even when they're hating on us, we can see that too. But they have more. What do they have more of? Well, likely it's going to be burdens and weights because they're carrying all of my stuff with theirs. You know what I'm saying? They're focused on my and theirs. So trust me, they probably do appear to have more, right? They also got more drama, more problems, all of that. So, yeah, they may have more. There's an energy of they may appear to have more, but do they really? Or what do they have more of? Okay. We have there is no time like the present in the reverse. Well, I'm getting an energy of not being forced, not being pressured into something or not being moved. There's an energy of, taking a stand and standing on that. Okay. If you say you're going to have this by this specific time frame, not allowing people to rush you into providing it sooner. Okay. Whatever the case may be, take it how it resonates. Or, you know, allowing people to push you off of your marker. So there's the energy of there is time like the present. You see what I'm saying? We have time for the present. We're living in the moment, not allowing people to push you past what's happening right now. Being present in the moment sometimes is more important than getting to the goal. Okay, classic example. You have a child and you envision a, a solid future for this child once they graduate high school, so all of your thoughts and plans and ideas are going towards what's going to happen once that child graduates, and you're uber focused on what college they're going to pick out, and you're focusing on colleges with them, you know, for 4 years, but by the time you look up, it's time for them to graduate, and you're like, oh my goodness, but I just want to play in the sand with you. I just want to laugh and do this. I just want to hold hands and walk to this place and go this place. But it's like, but you had time to enjoy that in the moment. And I'm taking that how it resonates as well, just like with my own children, you know, geez, how I would just trade everything to be able to go back and live more in the moment, despite what is happening around me. So there's an energy of, even though things may be chaotic, okay, you may have pressures, you may have people pressuring you, wanting you to, hurry up and get to the next thing. No, don't allow that. That's a hater for you. Don't allow that person don't allow that person to push you past what you need to be focusing on right now. Okay? So, example, cancers, if you're in a relationship with someone, and this person is wanting you to focus on this, and we're going to focus on our wedding date, and say you have children already and you're dating, there's the energy of, okay, that's great and all. However, I've got Girl Scout cookie meeting at 6:30. I've got this at 8:30. We've got this going on next week, and in the next 3 weeks we've got that. There's an energy of living in the moment while also keeping your sight on whatever your goals are. So there's that. Okay. That's an example. That's just an example. Take it how it resonates. Okay, so next we have soul connection cards here. So what do we have? We have openness in the reverse. Okay, openness in the reverse. I see an open book and looks like the Bible. And then we have admire here. Okay, admire. So interesting enough here. It's time to think of everything that you admire in your partner. And then we have openness in the reverse here. Be open to accept divine guidance in your relationships. And there's an energy of, yes, you admire, there's an energy of, there's something about your connection with this person or these people that you enjoy. Okay, it's pleasurable for you. However, with openness in the reverse here, there's also an energy of you're closed off right now. And maybe you're closed off to fully focusing on this other person. It's not time to think of everything you admire in this person because you've got other things going on right now. Okay. And maybe this person has more time than you do. When it says they have more than we do, listen, maybe this person has more time than you do. And it is just, there's the energy of you're not really open to really put that kind of focus in a connection right now. Okay. Period, point blank. All right. And you may have someone that is kind of like looking at you in a way of what could she possibly, have going on that's so important that she can't focus on us or on this. You know what I mean? So I don't, this could be a relationship, but this could also be like a group. It could be friends. Okay. It could be your children. Um, but I'm getting an energy of it could be like a friend group, and maybe you're closed off because you're really busy right now, or you're focusing on your spiritual gifts. You're focusing on your spiritual gifts. There is something that is your calling you to separate yourself, right? Something that needs your full focus and attention here. What else do we have? So we have power lines here, okay, or energy. And we have rainbow and hope. We have 336. I'm seeing the number 36. The number 6 is resonating, the number 3 or the number 6. Someone could have a birthday coming up in June. Okay. We can have some June born cancers in the house. But with rainbow here and power lines, there's something broken here, right? There's the energy of something being broken or a connection that is broken, connection to the source, or okay. But there is hope. So I feel that you are focusing on the divine. You're focused on your connection to the divine right now. You're focused on making sure that you have a solid connection to the divine because there's something bigger, okay? There's something bigger where you need to close yourself off to all of these other things, okay? Like relationships, that's carnal right at this point. You're focusing on a higher, more divine cause right now. Do not allow haters, they got more time on their hands. You see what I'm saying? Don't allow these haters to pull you away from the divine. See, this talks about God's promises, and I feel like you're just right there. And there's an energy of you need to remain connected to the source and disconnecting yourself from whatever this is that is trying to take you away from that state. Okay, anything that is trying to take you away from a spiritual mind or state, you need to avoid it like the plague. Okay, Cancer? Okay. We have the sword and the rose and keys on a ring, baby. Clarity. This talks about clarity, truth, revelation, okay? Solidarity. Solidarity. Force, honor, protection, and power. And with keys on a ring, this is just about you making a decision. You have options. There's an energy of, no longer stringing folks along with the sword and the rose. There's an energy of you're now having to take the high road. There's an energy of you're now going to have to go the the path that most people don't want to go down, the path of truth, right? It is a lonely path, right? You think of the rose and how it's protected, how the stalk is protected with the thorns. Do you see what I'm saying? You have a decision. I feel like there's an energy of you hold the key to the source, but I feel like in order to hook into the source, you have to disconnect from those things that are pulling you away, just like this situation here. It could potentially be pulling you in a different direction, other than you being in a place where you are closed off to this and then open up to God, okay? Open up to spirit and the divine and whatever it is that the spirit wants to open and reveal to you. And look, the runner and the dragonfly, okay? Listen, this is all about adapting, okay? Um this also talks about change and bringing things or things coming to the light. You think about the dragonfly going towards the light. Okay, it's attracted to the light. And being lighthearted, you're having to let go of those things that are emotionally tying or pulling on your heartstrings, like a relationship. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like Spirit is saying, look at this, the runner, fear of intimacy, running away, intensity and letting go, turmoil and fleeting. Okay. So I do feel that in order to be more lighthearted, there's going to be a need for you to let go of any emotional ties that weigh you down. So if that relationship is not healthy, okay, if it's not getting healthy or trying to be healthy, it's toxic, it's weighing you down. If it was a heavy relationship and it's getting lighter and the person is learning, fine. If it's too heavy for you to deal with, get away from it, let that person heal, and then you can come back later. Okay? If it's meant for you. If it's not, it won't be available. And guess what? Rejection is God's protection. Whatever is not there for you when you get back wasn't meant for you before you walked away from it, baby. Get it? How you live it. Okay. So let's now move on and look at these lovely energies coming from your person or these people here. Okay. Let's just see what's happening from the bottom to the top. We have, it's in the reverse. It says it's all in the past now. And this is in the reverse. It's all in the past now. And this is in the reverse. So there's the energy of someone who's basically trying to convince you that, that was then, this is now. We don't have to be concerned about you know, what happened yesterday, or, we don't need to worry about the things that that we've done in the past. Okay. We're just going to live La Vida Loca and live life as it comes type energy. Right. And I feel like these people have a very nonchalant energy, attitude about them. There's no rush to, you know, do everything by the book right now. We still have time, right, to live and play. I feel like that's what their energy is. And then we have, it will never be enough for you. It will never be enough for you. I feel that these people or this person feels as though your way is overbearing, or it's too much, or it's never, or like they can't be good enough. They must feel like you think you're a goody two shoes. And I'm getting at, they're giving you the evil eye, sitting here like, well, who does Cancer think she is or he is? Like they're more important than us. They're so busy and better than us that they have to put us on the sideline. Yes, sometimes I do. I have to be in a certain mind frame. If you respect me, if you love me, you'll allow me. If not, then dude, I'm going to have to figure something out because you are hindering me. Okay. So these people think that you're being overbearing, or that it's too much, or you're being too much. Okay. I feel like you're being too much. So then we have unwanted and unneeded, and this is in the reverse. No love needed here, or no love here. And this is in the reverse. You know what? I feel like these people are giving that energy of, well, we don't want you or need you anyways, or they're, you know what I mean, like rather than coming back with a respectful response to your needs, this person is being very nice nasty about it. Say not nice, not nice nasty about it, and acting as though they're being smug, very Nine of Cups in the reverse type energy coming from them. But they really do care, right? That's the whole thing. So I feel like if you're dismissive, if you let these people know where you're standing right now on business, they're going to come back with attitudes, basically. Okay. Thinking that you're better than them, or acting as though you don't care about them, a guilt, just like a guilt complex type energy. And oh, look at this. Very next card. Very next card out. I cannot measure up. I just can't measure up to Cancer's expectations. You know what I mean? Like they're sitting here living in this old woe is me type energy, unwanted and unneeded in the reverse, and I cannot measure up. Okay? Literally, I cannot believe I can because spirit is really showing up and showing out in these readings, and I really do appreciate so much. Thank God. Thank God. Thank God for the energy. It's been on point. And the next one, take all the time you like literally this is one of the most sarcastic energies I've even seen in a while, and it's kind of funny. Like this, you're dealing with somebody who's being very sarcastic. So if you let these people know you're busy, or you got this going on, or you need to take some time to kind of clear your energy and just kind of keep in your own space, they got an attitude. Take all the time you need. You don't have to rush for me, Cancer, little old me. People are in their feelings all the time, and it's not fair. You know what I'm saying? Like, give people grace. I take that heavily how it resonates, because I need to allow people the time and the energy and the space to be like me, which is busy as hell. You know what I'm saying? I also, if people like say they're going to do something, I do hold people to their word, but I also with grace. You know what I'm saying? Do all things with grace, right? This person here though is just over the top. Over the top, y'all. Like seriously. It's not that serious, but that's how they're acting. So let's see what else they're on. We have deeply and emotions. Yes, I'm telling you right now, Cancer. Obviously, this person is deep in their feelings. Obviously, this person is butthurt because you're taking a step back. You're doing something for yourself. You're taking care of you right now, whatever the case may be. And this person is in their feelings about it. And they need to figure out what they got going on. What is their purpose? You know, what is it that's making them so over emotional when you can't get back to them when they need you to? What is it about that they may need to look at a little closer and make some adjustments in their own lives? You know what I'm saying? Y'all, this is such a beautiful message, y'all, because we all can take the advice, okay? Period. Point blank. I'm the first one to say, my boss will tell you, any boss that has ever been a boss of me, she will take accountability in a hot New York minute, okay? All right, so we have Labyrinth here, Journey, Bing. And we have bees, community. See what I'm saying? Like, these people need to just realize, like, they're not the only ones that are busy. You know what I'm saying? Like with Labyrinth or Journey, it may, it, like, it may not be the path that they want to take, but the fact that there is a whole community or people that are even there that are friends or there for them, they need to be more mindful of this. Or there's an energy of being a community, understanding that sometimes our fellow people got needs, they got shit that they got to do. You know what I'm saying? They're working hard too. They're on a hustle journey just like you. And allow people to do their thing, or give them a team assist. See where you can help this person. Okay? It's all about how can I be there for you, even in your time of disconnection. You know what I'm saying? I would appreciate that more out of my friends than making me feel guilty about something that I had to do, especially if it was at my spiritual journey. You know what I mean? Be respectful of others' journeys. Look at this. We got dragonfly on this side and we got the dragonfly on this side. Remember, I said you're just as busy as the next person. Be lighthearted. Okay? When you find out, when things come to light, you have to be adapting. You have to have a change of mind, be willing to forgive, forget, let bygones be bygones, give grace. What did I just tell you earlier? Other people are just as busy as you. Be graceful. Allow people that. Okay? Be mindful. Be willing to adapt and be flexible because things change too. Okay? Schedules change. People's journeys change. They have shit to do. Shit comes up. More priorities. I mean, just all of that. What a beautiful reading. And we got love and we have palm tree. Y'all, what did I just tell you about being flexible? The palm tree is one of the most flexible trees in nature. Has to be. Stability, security, permanence, growth, endurance, and flexibility, baby. Tell me that girl ain't popping right now. Okay? And everything with love. Do everything with grace. Everything with grace and with love, y'all. This is one of the most gorgeous readings I've done in a while. And look, we have addiction and Cupid's arrow on this person's side or these people. So it talks about being codependent here. Hello, first word out the deck, baby. Codependent. Okay, and then we have Cupid's arrow here. Okay, have faith. Yeah, listen, I feel like, yes, people may have made promises, right? But there's also an energy of do what you can for yourself in that time that, you're needing others the most. Hey, that's empowering. Okay. Oh my gosh. That was one of the most empowering things that I've ever said. Um, and I'm glad that I have it on camera so I can remember because it just went out of my head that quick. But I'm telling you right now, do everything that you can for yourself in the time that you feel you need others the most. Holy smokes. Y'all, if that's not the title of this reading, it should be. Okay. But that is super gorgeous. I cannot wait to see what the tarot has to say. But we're going to come back and do that in part 2. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in just a few. Subscribe, like the video, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.